Is there anything right now? This is real talk. Is there anything right now in your life that you fear of losing? Whether it be a job, whether it be a certain income that you might have from something. It might be a woman. If you're a woman, it might be a man. Is there anything in your life right now that you fear losing? Like, oh my God. Like, oh my God. Am I gonna lose this? Let's say you're not even with a person. Let's say if you're a guy and you were worried if this girl is not gonna want you, or you're worried if this girl is gonna go with somebody else, or you're like, oh my God, no. Listen, bro. And sis. Listen. You gotta get that fear out of your fucking head right now. Because this is attachment. You gotta train your mind.
Losing feed.
You gotta train your mind to have no fear of losing anything. Because if you have fear of losing something, that is attachment.
Securing Charlie.
You don't want to be attached to anything. I will never in my life ever be attached to another female again. Never. Because that shit is fake. That shit's not even real. It's not. This does not mean I will never date another female. This does not mean I'll never ever be with a female for a long distance relationship. This does not mean that. I just won't be attached emotionally. I'm emotionally attached to my own self and my own life. That's the only thing I'm attached to. You have to see it as you are the only thing you've got. You should not be attached to your family. You should not be attached to any of your friends. You should not be attached to your spouse. Nothing. And the crazy thing is, I used to be attached of all of these things. All of these things, bro. And it is only going to fuck you up in the long run. Point blank, period. Have no fear of losing anything. Nothing. What if let's say if you only have one person in your life that you are attached to, that you fear losing them. What if they died, G? What if they died? It's crazy because people have this thought of invisibility for life, when it is very possible that every single one of us could die any single day. One of our organs right now could be on the last wire of failing. There's something in our body that could just shut down right now, and we could die. I could die right now doing this video, and it might not finish, bro. This is just the truth. So what if you have one person that you're really attached to in life, and they die? You're going to be fucked up for the rest of your life. This is what happens. You're really the only thing you got, G. When you really think about it. Everything else that comes into your life is just a bonus. Your parents are the bonus. Your friends are the bonus. Your spouse is the bonus. Family members, it's the bonus. Everything's just a bonus. You are your main priority. And it's crazy to me because there's some people that put themselves last. A lot of people do this. A lot of people put everybody else before themselves. Some people will never work a day on themselves in any area. They'll never get smarter. They'll never get more physically developed. They do not develop and hardwire their brain. They don't do any of these things. They have no love for themselves. And with that being said, This will cause them to have no love for anybody else. You can love somebody and not be attached. Attachment is where it goes wrong. People have the wrong idea with love and attachment. You really can love a person, just don't be attached. Like, I love you, but I love myself even more. That's how it has to be, G. That's how it has to be. Because the more you love yourself, the more you can love other people. This is facts. I'm going to go back to this for a sec. The people that don't work on themselves at all, that don't love themselves at all, they'll show love to other people, but it's fake. It's fake love. It's not real. These are the people that are showing fake love constantly because they don't love themselves at all. Because they never work on themselves. They let themselves go. They develop a bunch of bad habits. They do not love themselves at all, and they pretend to love everybody else, but deep down inside they are shallow. And the love they tell you, like, they'll say I love you and you won't even feel that shit. Do you know how many people in my life told me they loved me, and I take that as a grain of salt? I did not feel that shit. There's people that I barely knew that said they loved me. When I say barely knew, I mean we didn't spend all that much time together, you know what I mean? But the way I made them feel and the way they made me feel, when they said that they loved me, they could have meant anything when they said this. They could have meant they loved me being in their presence. They loved the conversation we had. They loved this, they loved that. But when they said it, I actually felt it. Barely knowing this person for a very short period of time. This just means this person loves themselves a lot. Because I felt that love back from them. There are people I knew for a lifetime that said I love you and I didn't feel a thing. You had to pay attention to this energy. And this is why you have to train your mind right now to have no fear of losing anything or anybody. With me, I don't fear losing any girls. I don't fear losing any friends. I don't fear losing any family members. And I'm not saying death, I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, this might sound bad, but even then, it's just like, you can't fear that. I'm not going to have fear of every single person I've ever known in my life dying. It's not a fear that I have. It's not a fear. It's going to be sad. It's going to be sad as hell when it happens. But I don't fear it. You know what I mean? It's how it has to be. You have to move on with life. People look at death as such a bad scarcity thing. People are living in this scarcity mindset that serves them no good. There's people dying every day. And there are people that are so caught up in people's death. These people are just living in a scarcity mindset at all times. Watching the news all the time, being scared. Oh my God, this happened. Oh my God, that happened. They're just being crippled with fear. It's an illusion. That's the Matrix. That's blue pill as fuck. That's beta as fuck. You can't have that fear. It doesn't mean you don't care for these people. I'm not saying I don't care for these people if they die. Yes, I do. But I don't fear. I don't fear any outcomes. Everything is going to be what it's going to be. Everything. Life and death is a beautiful thing. It's all beautiful. This is a mindset you need to have to be the happiest you can be. Have no fear of losing shit. And that's this video for today. Don't forget to like my shit, comment, subscribe. I'll be back with another video. Until next time, I'm out.